Good morning, everybody. My name is David Jr. Iriponte, and we are the Group 5 reporters. Today, we explore a new things and new knowledge about the individualized family service plan. I hope you listen carefully and bear with us. So, when you heard about the individualized family service plan, I do believe you have some insight and a prior knowledge about this, because from the word service plan or a family service plan, it focuses on family, but not just a family, but also on a child. So based on my research, IFSP or the individualized service plan is a personalized plan designed to support, no? Ano po yung sinusuportahan niya? Ito po yung bata na may kapansanan or may disabilities, meron delays po yung pag-develop ng kaniyang brain or even physically. So, it is a support plan, no, para sa mga infant and toddlers who have what? Developmental delays, no? Hindi lang po ito sa bata. Kasali na po dito yung family ng bata. So, it is a plan for family as well as a child. So, both of them, no? But before we proceed to our topic, let me remind you to our learning objectives. First bullet, explain the 7 critical concept of the routine model in IFSP. Routine-based, outcome-based, understandable, transdisciplinary, implemented by family and caregivers, non-judgmental, and evidence-based. Second bullet, appreciate the crucial role of families in the success of early intervention program by advocating for a non-judgmental approach during service planning or delivery. Third bullet, construct a sample IFSP narrative that demonstrate how to implement a transdisciplinary strategy within a child daily routine. What is the individualized family service plan? So, kung gingon ganina, balik ko na po, it's the family service and support to the child. So, nakaingon pa diri sa first bullet, an individual family service plan is a early intervention written plan which develops the success of a child. So, from the word early intervention, no, kung ano siya kanang it is a intervention, no, nga kuan siya kanang support and services as fast as possible. Kay ang bata man god kung magdako, there's a limit maguna niya. For example niya is kanang sa iyang physical. So buta na to sa pag-walk niya, diba, ang supposedly ang child kay maka-walk na siya within 12 to 15 months, diba? So napoy uban nga early kayo nga 9 months pa lang kabalo na mulakaw. It's because of the parents services and support. Also, kung moabot na above na siya sa 18 months kana, murag i-konsulta na siya sa doktor kay naay delay sa iyahang physical development. So, una ang nakaibutang sa individualized family service no nga it needs nga kanang ang child is suportahan, tagaan siya og service aron siya makatuon. Kay bata pa man siya, so flexible pa yang mind, so it needs to support para makakatuon siya sa mga butang nga labo na sa iyahang physically. Okay, the next bullet, the IFS. So let's proceed to the next bullet. The IFSP is generally utilized as an early intervention program for children who are at risk of delayed speech, physical, and mental development. So when you say generally utilized, this is used by commonly, no, sa mga situation nga may tabo. For example, as that is kanang visual aids. So ang teacher na usa ka estudyante nga visual aids, dili siya makasabot o di siya makasabot dayon sa mga gihatag sa estudyante, sa teacher sa iyaha. So unsay ginahimo sa teacher? Una na is clarify, di ba? Pinakauna, clarify na masabutable kaayo siya para sa bata. No, so specific, dili kay siya daghan og wordy, daghan kay siya gidungag-dungag, daghan kay flowery ang teacher. So iya gyud ang gina-specific aron mas masabtan sa bata. So muna siya ang mahitabo. So nakaingon diri early intervention program, no, para sa asa man sa risk nga mahitabo sa delay development sa usa ka bata. One of that example is speech. So I do remember nga nung katong bata ko is kanang kinatudloan jud ko sa akong ginikanan nga musulti, no. O tang ginabata ta is gina-teach ta sa atong suporta sa atong ginikanan musturya, no, from the word mama, papa. So muna akong una nga nakatunan daw sa una. So muna nga dapat bata pa ta, ianad nato istorya ang bata, tagaan nato sila og mga word nga at paminaw nato nga dali ra, tapos dali ra masundog sa bata, no, because we are rational, no, rational ta nga pagkatao, dali ra nato ma-adapt kung unsa ang nasa tong palibot. So basically kung tudloan tagtarong, no, as early as possible, maybe, no, nga kanang naay dakong tsansa nga makuha day nato na kay ang bata is very flexible sa mga learning things, no. Lisod na pud kayo og mudako ta, magtuon ta nga dako na ta, lisod pud kayo na siya ikuan kay wala ta naanad habang bata pa ta. So as early as possible makuha na itong mga delays sa ato ang pagistorya. So in physical pod, like I said before, katong sa pagwalk, no, physically sa pagwalk, no, ang bata is ginatudluan siya bago sa mukuan magwalk, it needs ka kanang mo-roll sa siya, mo-roll crawling, because that is the first thing to do kung mahimo ng kang ginikanan na isuportahan mo imong anak. So dili jud na ingon nga imong patindugon og imong tudloag sayaw dira, no. So it needs nga kanang imo sa pa-crawlon sa nimo kamang-kamang sa ba. So sunod, mental development. So what is mental development? Ano ba mental development sa usa ka bata? Yes, because like I said, rational ang tao. Even bata pa na nanay panghuna-huna, no, sa pagtan-aw lang sa imuha, nanay Ginoo na ang bata sa imuha. Pero the studies say, no, nga ang child is, even though nga wala na sila, bata pa na sila panghuna-huna, mental development, sa ilang kuan, sa ilang paglihok, sa lapang action, utok ang gagamit ana, dili ang dughan, brains. So if possible ba nga kung mahitabo kung ang kaning mga things, no, kung dili daw siya itudlo, no, if this thing cannot be taught to our parents, there's a delay, no, one of that physical, mental, and also speech. Kay ug magdako manggud ta, maapektuhan maguna ang atong kaugalingon, no, kung dili ta suportahan sa atong ginikanan, it can affect, no, ma-affect na siya connected to our family. So one of makuha na ko example na is, I have a friend, no, nga naglisod siyog basa. Then nganong naglisod siyog basa kung kabalo kong basa. So pag research nako, pagtanaw nako, ay ngani di yung family, they are walay nakahuman sa ilaha. So siya ra ni eskwela, so di siya kabalong basa, di siya kabalong musabot. So moto ang delay niya, risk niya na sa iyahang pagkabata. Wala siya katuon sa bata pa siya, hantong nagdako siya. So kung magdako manggug ka, ang imo magong thinking is lisod na ka musabot, lisod na ka mo pop up sa mga lessons, kay diri pa lang gali nga lessons, dili na ka maka-understand. However kung mo sunod na pod, no, sa mga lessons nga imong makuan, manggini mo nga knowledge, mas maglisod pa ka, mura ra siya math god, no. Kung di ka kabalo mo times, no, ay kung di ka kabalo mo plus, di ka kabalo mo minus, di juga kabalo mo times. Kanang by level magunang thinking nato, no. So kung magdako ta, there's a lot of possibility kung dili ni makatun sa atong pagkabata, it may be a risk, delay developmental, no, to our cognitive, sa atong thinking, sa atong physical, muna ang makaapekto kung ma-delay ang atong learning skills. lalo na kung dili ta masuportahan og tarong sa ato ang family. Next, the third bullet, the IFSP is individualized because it is designed for child and family. So as I said before, it's not just focusing only on the child or only in the family, but of course both of them. It focuses both of them. So let's proceed to the next slide. Jung 2007 suggested 7 critical concepts of IFSP that must be identified to achieve its outcomes. He used the acronym ROUTINE, R for routine-based, O for outcome-based, U for understandable, T for transdisciplinary, I for implemented by family and caregivers, N for non-judgmental, and E for evidence-based. So this can be discussed by the next reporter.
So, and today we'll tackle about the Carl Jung's 7 critical concept of individualized service family plan, which is the first is routine-based. So routine-based is the plan is integrated into the natural daily activities and schedules of the child and family, which it focuses on integrating child's learning and development into everyday activities and family routines. So instead of using a separate or formal teaching sessions, skills are practiced naturally during the daily tasks, such as eating, playing, getting dressed. So this makes learning more meaningful, consistent, and also it is easier for the child to apply in a real life situation. Now the question is, what will everyone do during daily routines to support the outcomes? So in routine based, so during the daily routines, everyone involved such as the parents, caregivers, teachers, they support the child's development by integrating learning into regular activities like grooming, playtimes, such as meals, and also these routines are used as opportunities for them to practice their skills naturally and consistently. So example of this is that during playtime, the child is encouraged to choose a toys and name them, and then the parents or the caregivers or the teachers will ask a simple questions like, do you want the ball or the car? So by doing this, it helped improve their communication skills by asking these things or by doing these things. And the next of Carl Jung's 7 critical concepts of individualized family service plan is the outcome-based. So outcome-based is the intervention focuses on achieving specific function that results for the child's development, which means that the outcome-based it focuses on achieving the specific and measurable goals in the child's development. Interventions are plan based on the desired results, such as improving communication, behavior, or the motor skills. Progress is gradually assessed to determine whether the child is meeting these goals, ensuring that interventions also remains effective, purposeful, and focus on clear development outcomes. So, on the outcome-based, the question is, what are the objectives that need to be attained to help the child? So, some objectives or the major objectives that we need to attain is the specific skills that the child need to develop, such as how they can communicate on each other, how they interact, improving their communication, physical movement, or their social interactions on each other. And these goals are clearly defined as progress that can be measured, and also it can be evaluated over time.
Okay, now let's proceed to the understandable and transdisciplinary. First, we have the understandable. So understandable is the document and its goal are written in clear, simple language that the family can easily grasp. So, when we talk about understandable, the plan, strategies, and instructions must be clear, simple, and easy for the family to understand. Because dili tanaw families are familiar with technical or professional terms. That's why everything in the plan should be explained in everyday language. So, if families don't understand the plan, they won't be able to apply it correctly. So, professionals should also make sure to first is explain terms clearly. Second, ask if the family understand. Kay kung magstorya lang kadihan niya, human kay wala din sila nakasabot. So, unsay pulo sa imong pagstorya. So, third is adjust explanation based on the family's level. So, next is unsay nganong importante di ay ni siya. First, to help families confidently apply strategies. Second, avoid confusion or mistake. Third, encourage active participation from the family. And lastly, build trust between professional and family. So, instead of moingon ka nga, use fine motor skill intervention strategy. So, wala man na sila kasabot kung unsay meaning ana. Instead, moingon ka og let the child practice holding small objects like a spoon or pinsa. Also, using familiar objects and routines like eating, playing, or dressing helps the child learn better because they feel comfortable and recognize the activity. So next is the transdisciplinary. So transdisciplinary, a collaborative approach where experts from different fields work together and share information to support the child and the family. So a transdisciplinary approach means professionals from different fields like teachers, therapists, doctors, and specialists work together as one team instead of working separately. So, instead of each expert giving separate instruction to the child or family, they share knowledge, strategies, and responsibilities. So, one professional, sometimes called a primary service provider, so may take the lead, but they apply ideas from the whole team. So this approach helps avoid confusion and make support more consistent and effective for the child. So this is important because to ensure everyone has the same goal. Second, prevent overlapping or conflicting strategies. Third, makes it easier for families to follow instruction. And lastly, provide holistic support and emotional or social. So for example, if the child is learning to eat independently, the therapist teaches proper positioning, the teacher supports learning in school, the parent practice at home. So all use the same strategy so the child learn faster and more comfortably. So mao na siya ang sa transdisciplinary approach.
So now I'm going to discuss to you the Carl Jung 2007 critical concept of IFSP. So implemented by family and caregivers. So the family plays the primary role in carrying out the intervention as they are the most influential people in the child's life. So in the simple explanation, so the family plays the primary role in carrying out the intervention and they are the most influential because ang family, they are kanang the one nga mas close sa bata. Kay, diba, ang family, they are direct nga gina-interact sa bata kada adlaw. I remember nga na-discuss me sa PED1 nga ang family and the caregiver, they are kanang the microsystem. They're the microsystem sa bata. Kay, ano man, kanang mas sa ilang environment sila tong pirmi gyud nila, as I said there, kanang sila tong pirmi nila nga ginasalamuha nga na. So because of that, they are kanang the one nga mo kuan sa bata sa mutudlo nga kanang example is kanang magtudlo sa buluhaton sa balay, and kanang mo tudlo sa maayo nga pamatasan, sila to nga magkuan ana nga butang kay kato nga gipang tudlo nila is dali ra to ma-adapt sa bata kay kuan man sila kanang mas pirmi nila makaubad, pirmi nila makasalamuha, so dali ra gyud sa bata to niya nga ma-apply siyang kaugalingon to imong gipang tudlo. So it's really important nga ang family and caregiver, they are kanang active sa pagpadako sa usa ka bata. So non-judgmental. So the service of provide respect the family's unique background, values, and choices without bias. So pasabot aning non-judgmental is that sila tong nagahatag og service or naga-provide og respect sa usa ka pamilya nga kanang dili nila gina-judge ilahang kanang ilang background, kanang ilahang unsay ilahang ginatuuhan, unsay ilahang kanang pamatasan, unsay ang kanang kay they are kanang like example is sa teacher, sa doctor, they are kanang the one nga gina-respect nila ang ilahang mga kanang ilahang mga kanang panguan sila o kanang serbisyo. First is the routine. So ako na nag-explain non-judgmental. They are the one nga kanang dili mo judge sa bata. So, guide question kay how can a child be supported without judging? So, pangutan ani kay kung saan pagsuporta sa bata nga wala siya gina-judge. Kung like suportahan nga wala siya gina-judge. Ang sample ani or example is kanang parents of Ash will be oriented to follow through with several choice making strategies that teach us to feed himself. So, kani is like kung example is kung doctor or teacher, so kani i-orient ang ginikanan kung unsa ang paamaagi nila kung saan nila pagtudlo sa usa ka bata. So kung may decision ang ginikanan is that dili nila kanang kay because they have the authority kung unsa man ang ilahang gusto, ila to i-respect. So ila to sundon or ila to i-respect, diba? So ang buhatan na is that maghatag lang ka og strategy kung saon or way or mga dapat buhaton nga si Ash unsa niya pagkabalo or unsaon pagtudo sa ginikanan nga makabalo ang bata nga magkaon nga siya lang maghatag lang ka og mga strategy or mga ways ikaw lang to nga magkuan, pero naadya pun kay respect nga ikuan sa ginikanan. The next is the table illustrate concept of the routine framework. So routine implemented by caregiver. Guide question, who will implement the strategies throughout the day? Sample is a special instructor demonstrate and encourage us to sit up and feed himself. So routine na diri is implemented by caregivers. So implemented by caregivers, so sila tong mag-implement o mga strategy kung saan nila pagpakaon, pagpatulog, or saan nila pagtudlo sa usa ka bata. The guide question nato is who will implement the strategies throughout the day. So, kinsa man to mag-implement sa mga strategy nga kanang ginakuan sa bata kada adlaw nga para makakaton siya. So a special instructor demonstrate and encourage us to set up and feed himself. So kani is that mga kangod ana gani ko nga strategies, diba? So ang gibuhat dere is ang bata kanang like hinahon siguro nga pagkaistorya or i-demo sa iyaha kung unsaon, tapos i-encourage ang bata or si Ash nga magkaon nga siya lang para ikaw lang tong nag-scaffold sa bata. Then pagkahuman is that imo siyang tabangan, and then pagkahuman nato is that siya na ang mag-perform ato para mas makaton sa bata or makabalo siya nga siya lang.
Good day everyone. Today, I will be discussing the general components of the Individualized Family Service Plan or IFSP. This plan is designed to support young children with developmental needs and to guide families in helping their child grow and improve. So first, we have the person and organizations involved. This includes not only the child and their family, but also professionals like special instructors, therapists, and healthcare providers. Each person plays a specific role. For example, therapists may help improve the child's motor or communication skills, while teachers or specialists guide learning activities. The family is also very important because they are the ones who support the child every day at home. So overall, this component ensure that there is teamwork between the family and professionals to give the child the best possible support. Another important part of the IFSP is the child's current level of functioning. This refers to the child's present condition, including the physical, emotional, social, and cognitive abilities. This information is usually based on medical records, observation, and assessments. So it helps professionals understand what the child can already do and what areas need improvement. And by knowing the child's current abilities, the team can create appropriate strategies that match the child's needs. And the IFSP also includes family information. This focuses on the concerns, priorities, and goals of the family. Since the family knows the child's best, their input is very important. They might share challenges they face at home or what they hope their child can achieve. This ensures that the service provided are not only for the child but also helpful and realistic for the family situation. Next is the services that the child will receive. These are specific and detailed interventions designed to help the child develop important skills. Example includes speech therapy, physical therapy, or early education programs. These services are carefully planned based on the child's needs and are often done regularly over a period of time. So, this part answers the question, what help will the child actually receive? And lastly, the IFSP include outcomes. These are the goals that the child is expected to achieve after receiving the services. These outcomes are short-term but must be specific, measurable, attainable, and realistic and time-bounded. This means progress can be clearly tracked. For example, a goal might be for the child to say simple words within a few months or improve their ability to walk independently. This outcome helps measure whether the services are effective. To sum up, the IFSP is a well-planned guide that includes the people involved, the child's current abilities, the family concerns, the service provided, and the expected outcome. All of these work together to support the child's growth and development. That's all, and thank you for listening.
I just had to let you know you're